Fielded in the end zone, it's Gate. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Spartans' return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
No, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So the Toledo Rockets offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
On second down, they'll take to the air. He's going for the big play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Crosby. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Rockets want to pick up the tempo. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Toledo. They're on the board first here in the season opener. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Leaves it with the running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Give to the back. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That pass is incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the ball is picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage, and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the...
Going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. Gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Quick strike complete.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man on the right. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. play action. Throws to the wideout. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. And he intercepts it. Got room on the return. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Trying to get rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Got a man. It's Marsh. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Spartans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sparty. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Rockets offense is back on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Touchdown, Spartans. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. At the 45, on his way. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. To the air on 1st down. Looking down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Long incompletions, okay. You got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Smashes through. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Gates. Touchdown, Michigan State. What a catch and run for 6.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understand.
Makes the catch down the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. A big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Lost, the defense is wide open. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Rockets will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He makes the connection. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Power football with the run. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Off the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making. Fires
to the wideout. It's complete. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30. A 1st and 10 for this offense. He's looking to throw it. He'll take a shot. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rocket. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
Coming out with it, it's Gates. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran it back.
Brings it down on the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. These are the type of throws that can make the Spartan offense feel invincible.
I mean, just go to the next level. You know you're going to get a heavy dose of the run game, but when you can complete these passes down the field, you will have all.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Toledo! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Line gets set, first down. They'll try the run. At the 35, he's open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
I gotta say, watching this guy run has given me PTSD from when I played against Michigan State back in college, and they had a big old running back named T.J. Duckett that was wearing our defense down. He got stronger and stronger as the game went on. This guy has a little bit of that in him, too.
The throw to the outside is complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. He's back to throw on second down. Using the quick game, they're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Third and short now from their own 48. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Spartans have their offense in high gear. They want to just keep throwing it, trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's going for it all. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Wants to throw on 2nd down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Spartans!
Really nice job by a quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. Throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
Toledo, 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rockets offense is back on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the screen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch.
And his 5th 10th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Michigan State. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense. You study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch...
All kinds of running room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception, so lucky that ball was incomplete.
And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Finds his back in the middle. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Snapped it in the shotgun. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds a crease at the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Defense playing a bail technique. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back. And the Spartans will boot it away to start the second half.
42, Toledo, 21.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Rockets come to the line with a new set of downs. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Rockets.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he made the extra point without problem.
Toledo, 28.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
As an offense, you've got the lead. You've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just a blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Spartans will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Crosby. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Rockets offense is back on the field. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig their way out of this hole.
Yeah, and it's complimentary football, right? Offense doing their job, scoring, defense getting the stop. Offense has got the ball right back. Palmer, go back to that last drive, revisit it, rehash some of the same plays.
Yeah, and if you're the quarterback here, think about where are my best matchups too. We're going to have to throw the football at some point here, so where do I want to take advantage of this defense and what areas of the field, and where are my best opportunities?
What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. They're working that left side. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Rockets have moved it inside the 20. They'll give it to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The running back has it. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got it. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 30 short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Toledo.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
42. Toledo, 35.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Fights off a defender. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Spartans are rolling down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally shove him out of bounds after a strong run. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
He's got it on the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Trying to punch it in. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Second and goal for this offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. Trying to break the plane on second and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
How good have they been on third down today? And another opportunity here on third and goal. They're going to run it. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Smarty.
And how about this offense? A big situation on fourth and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He's moving out of the pocket. Complete to the right. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. He's going to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. He wants to throw it again. He makes a grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Rockets. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, and put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week one, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all offseason, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Handoff to the lone back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. After that completion, move the chains. Now 1st down. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Frazier. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans. Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line, Aiden Bowles, continue to feed this man the ball.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Trying to find his man on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Going deep. He caught it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
And the Rockets in the hurry-up. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Toledo! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Gates. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 first down ends this football game.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Leaves it with the back. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season.